This week and next week, we move away from talking about directly servicing customers to discussing the support functions required if you are setting up your company in China. These include everything from human resources through to legal structures. Specifically this week, we will discuss 4 topics. Firstly, branding your company in China, managing, remunerating and developing your Chinese workforce, setting up the logistics to move your goods and services into China, and lastly, setting up your Chinese internet infrastructure. Because these subjects to a large extent are relevant across all industries, we have a lot of material available for you to peruse. We have tried in each topic to put it in some order of priority. Turning firstly to branding. Your branding is important in China. Listen to James Ravens talk about the returns on building brand equity in China. The first and most obvious step to avoid is faux pas regarding company and product names. Secondly, you clearly need to make sure the brand reflects the values you wish to project. Jackie Yun, one of the owners and managing partners of the upmarket Wagga's restaurant chain, Nicholas Zerstrassen and Doris Lee, a partner at Bastion China, discuss these issues. The question we will be asking you to answer is, how will you build the brand equity of your company in China? Often the issue of human resources management in China is intertwined with the issue of how to find the right partners in China. In this topic, we will look at how to take advantage of the Australian-based Chinese diaspora, including the many international students of Chinese background, and how to recruit, develop, and remunerate talent in China. We have interviews with people such as Jackie Yun, managing partner at Wagga's, who employs over 2,900 people, Jamie Craig, who works with a number of hotels in China in developing their staff, and Ari Scherer, who also employs several hundred people in Shanghai. The question we will ask you to answer will be, how will you recruit, manage and develop talent of Chinese background in Australia and China? In previous modules, we have discussed some of the basic logistics solutions for moving your product to China. These have included Daigou, aided in some cases by dedicated logistics suppliers such as Reach China. In this topic, we will discuss some of the other solutions. 2 of the sponsors of the China Canvas Challenge are Australia Post and Alibaba. They are deeply involved in Australia to China logistics. Ian Arnold of Australia Post explains how they can potentially assist your company, as does James Hudson of Alibaba Australia. We then talk with Ali Scherer of Shanghai-based PTL regarding more dedicated logistics solutions for those who are setting up their own distribution structure in China. The question we ask you to answer will be, how will you get your physical products from the point of manufacture to Chinese customers? China has its own internet infrastructure, which has features that are a little different than in Australia. Some of these differences include, firstly, China is a big place. In order to achieve very low internet latency throughout the country, your web presence needs to be deployed within China and in multiple locations within China. In addition, real-time cross-border applications, such as interactive education video, may also need to be able to cross borders with low latency. If you wish to deploy our website in China, you will need a license, a so-called ICP. Finally, the dominant e-commerce, social media and online payment systems are different from Australia. Raymond Ma of Alibaba Cloud Services takes us through these differences and the types of services that an internet infrastructure supplier can provide. The question we will ask you to answer will be, what internet infrastructure is required for your business in China?